Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And he's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fun-filled, quick episode of, what is this? Oh, it's Criminal Lawyer Reacts, CLR. I'm Bruce Rivers, board-certified criminal defense lawyer, coming to you live with my pearl handle pistol cufflinks given to me by our content genius, Michael Rivers. So today, it's going to be a quick video. So remember we talked in our last video on the gift that keeps on giving, Andrew Tate, about certain text messages. We're going to talk about that in a second, but before we do, let's say you're Andrew Tate and you need to get your medical records over to the prison staff and you don't know how to sign a release of information. Well, you're in custody, but you have a laptop and they send you a document and you e-sign it, so you don't have to leave your cell because everybody else wants to do what they want to do to you. And you're able to get those release of medical records so you can pretend you have some kind of condition so you can get out of that prison cell because it just sucks. You go to esign.com, get the app, you get 3 signatures a month for free. If you do that, you'll be good to go. You can do it for anything else, retainer agreement or business agreement or any kind of contract that you want to sign remotely. Remember, I was talking to you a little bit about these women coming forward with these messages and I love everybody that comments, whether it's positive or negative. And we've, and some of you guys, you're just super loyal to Andrew Tate. And I think that's well. You got to have somebody that you're loyal to, right? Not me. I mean, am I biased? Yes, I'm biased. Because his words make me not like him. But that doesn't matter. Because what matters is, what is he going to face? All right? And what is the evidence out there? So I can give my opinion all day long, but does it really matter if the evidence is not there? Does it really matter if the evidence is there? Let's just give it to you straight. Remember, he says, "I love you." Let's play. I haven't heard this, and I know what you guys are going to say. I know what you people who have one ball in each hand.
You didn't like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to. That's what it is. I'm the smartest person on this planet.
That's a voice recording controversial influencer Andrew Tate.
No way, man. That's AI. That's AI. There's no way he would even say that.
A woman in 2015. That audio, along with disturbing messages reading, quote, "I loved raping you," are now coming to light as Tate faces sex trafficking charges overseas. Vice World News published the messages and voice notes allegedly made by Tate. We want to warn you, they may be disturbing to some.
All right, you ready? Now, if you're saying this is AI, that would be a great defense. And here's the thing. I've seen Elon Musk talk about how they have this AI, and maybe it is. But this is going into court. And if it is AI, you're going to have to prove it. Because it'll be almost presumed that it's the real deal. Because you have to have somebody lay foundation. That's how this works. So you can't just get a piece of evidence in just because you say it is what it is. Somebody's going to have to say, this is the recording of Andrew Tate, and it was sent to me. So whoever was the recipient of this, but let's listen.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it.
Remember, that's exactly what I read to you in our last Mr. Tate video.
I loved how much you hated it. Turn me on. Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit?
I think I'd be offended if you strangled me a little bit. Now, keep in mind, some people like that. But if you're complaining about it, you probably don't have a safe word and you need one.
You didn't f***ing pass out. Chill the f*** out. Jesus Christ. I thought you were cool. What's wrong with you?
I thought you were cool, so I could put my hands around your neck so I watch your eyes pop out and get petechiae eye all over the place.
And if I had actually hurt anybody, the Romanian police would have me in jail.
What? Now, is that AI? If I would have actually hurt anybody, Romanian police would have me in jail. Where are you? I think you're in jail. Here's the thing. We've only seen just snippets. And let's talk about the procedure a little bit. There's the evidence gathering stage, which is what we're in right now. And I've seen some comments, where people say, well, you know, they've come back and they've said that they didn't do it. He hasn't had an opportunity to cross-examine anybody yet. Well, no, you wouldn't at this stage. This is the charging stage. It's the very beginning. You don't get your opportunity to cross-examine somebody before you testify or before you get charged. You get charged, then you go through pretrial procedures. Maybe you have some motions. Maybe you make a motion saying that all these recordings are AI and they're really not. And so you file a motion with the court, and then you bring the women in and you say, she says, no, he said this to me. And, you know, and these would have been recorded on WhatsApp and apparently sent to them. So they would have the recordings. And if they come in and lay foundation for him, it is an admission of a party opponent. So it comes in as his own statement if it has sufficient indicia of reliability. That's kind of the standard. So this is just our little kind of follow-up to what we said before about these messages. And so, because, you know, we report as we get information, and if it doesn't make sense, I'll tell you that. You know, do I like Andrew Tate? I think he's a pig, so what? But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to give it to you straight. I'm not going to lie to you about Andrew Tate. I'm going to give it to you the information that we have as we get it. And right now, we're going to have more and more and more and more of this stuff drip, 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 drip. The gift that keeps on giving. I'm Bruce Rivers. Thank you for watching us. Subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. Sign up for Patreon for crying out loud. And we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Bruce Rivers just broke that.
What is the difference between a sociopath, a psychopath, and a narcissist? Here to answer this intense question is Dr. Ramani. Help us out here.
Well, it's, you know, again, there's a lot of overlap, but the fact is a lot of people are using these terms interchangeably.
And should they be?
Sociopath, they psychopath. No, they shouldn't. They're
Okay.
different things, okay? One rule of thumb to remember right off the bat. Every psychopath is narcissistic, but not every narcissist is psychopathic. Make sense? There's your key difference. A narcissist is somebody who lacks empathy, is grandiose, is entitled, is constantly seeking validation, is arrogant. It's a disorder of self-esteem, and they have trouble regulating their self-esteem. But when a narcissist does a bad thing, they feel a fair amount of guilt and shame. More shame than guilt, frankly, because they're concerned about how other people view them. Shame is a public emotion. So they don't like being viewed negatively in the public eye or by other people. That's where the shame comes from. But they'll feel a little bad. Like if they cheat on their wife, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Psychopath's a different animal. They're all of those things except no guilt, no shame. Wow. They don't feel remorse when they do something bad. Wow. So they're great serial killers. Hired assassins, people who are going to go in and literally sort of gut a business. These are your guys. They're like, I don't care who gets hurt. They'd say that and they'd mean it. Okay, where a narcissist is like, I hope no one gets hurt. Okay. The difference between the psychopath and the sociopath is the one where most people get confused, because the sociopath is a lot like the psychopath. They do bad things and they don't care. Okay. Here's the key difference. A psychopath is born and a sociopath is made. Okay, that's the key. So a psychopath, in fact, we know in the research on psychopathy, which has also been called antisocial personality disorder in our diagnostic manual, these are people who are actually believed to have slightly different autonomic nervous systems. Our autonomic nervous system is actually that part that holds our sympathetic nervous system, which is our fight and flight system. So when our autonomic nervous system for a normal person gets charged up, which it would if we broke a rule, if we did something embarrassing or rude, if we ran through a red light, our heart starts racing. We sweat, our pupils get wide, we look around because we're afraid of the consequence. A psychopath doesn't have that same kind of arousal. That's why they're able to lie on lie detector tests. That's how they get away with it. They don't have that same kind of arousal. So where you or I may go on a roller coaster, feel that sense of excitement, we need to get that arousal in a good way. We don't like feeling it when we do something wrong. They don't feel it.
So
They don't
do they
get
get stressed?
No, not in the same way.
So if they're driving,
Mm-hmm.
because if I'm driving and I see police sirens coming behind me, I mean, it is a full on,
Oh, yeah.
my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to
They're
get
not a
pulled over.
psychopath.
But a psychopath would see that and go, oh, I'm going to get pulled over.
Cool as could be. They could have a dead body in the trunk and they wouldn't change.
And so they
the
pull over, they get the ticket, and they don't care.
No, they don't care.
And they pay the ticket.
And maybe not, they'll even probably get an attorney to get them off or say, yeah, my understanding of your state laws is you can't really be doing this. And they'll be cool as can be.
And this is a difference in their
They're actually
their
how their
makeup.
nervous systems are wired and their brains are. There's actually been interesting research done with PET scans where you can see brain function. And what
not
they've
just to
shown-
clarification, not PET like dogs and
Not
cats,
PET,
PET scans. Yes.
Positron emission tomography
Yes.
scans of the brain, which show brain functioning, if you will. And what they see is that the section of the brain that serves empathy, that doesn't naturally light up in them. And you can actually teach them to be empathic for a minute, but it doesn't last. A lot of psychopaths who commit violent crimes end up in jail. And the ones who commit more like white collar crimes, I guess they end up as multi-billionaires because they're willing to do really, really rough stuff in their business and get through like a cartel leader or something like that. Call for the killings of other people. Now, their interesting counterpart are the sociopaths. Psychopaths born. They tend to, their belief is that they may very well have, this might be genetic. In fact, psychopaths often have fathers who have lots of antisocial tendencies. Now, how much of it is learned, how much of it is genetic, it's a little bit harder to suss out. But we do see that there is that difference in your true psychopath. They also tend to have really glib, shallow charm. They tend to be really intelligent. That's why they get away with stuff. If they were
So
really
they've
a hot
learned
mess-
behavior to assimilate into society,
Oh yeah,
but it's all a facade.
it's all upside. They're so charming.
So if they're born this way, would a 3-year-old then not get stressed out if it got
No.
scared? So that's incredible.
So what we see when we diagnose antisocial personality disorder, which is sort of our diagnostic equivalent to being a psychopath, in order to get that diagnosis, you have to have shown a pattern prior to the age of 15 of things like truancy, violence towards other kids, stealing, skipping school,
and not felt bad about it.
animals, setting fires. They just do it. They don't care. And that before the age of 15. So it's a long-standing pattern. That's what makes us call them a psychopath or having antisocial personality. Now, this is different than sociopathy.
Yes, okay.
Sociopathy, they look a lot like the psychopaths. The difference is they were made. So some examples here. The kid who grows up in a really, 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 really rough neighborhood and learns criminality to get by, or learns to be a bully, or gets involved with sort of like the wrong kids and uses a lot of muscle because that's survivalism. But it's not necessarily always comfortable for them. They just learn it. It's the person who grows up with a father who teaches them the business and teaches them how to break the rules. Would they start sweating and have their heart race if they got pulled over? They might. They may not feel so good about it. They'll be a little bit more uncomfortable with it, but in time they learn it. And it's almost like they get trained in not being as aroused by it. Listen, if you broke enough rules, if you lived under certain conditions of lawlessness long enough, you'd adjust to that new world order, if you will. That's what the sociopath does. And so they're the person someone who said he was actually a great kid until he got to high school. And then it seems like he got in with the wrong kids. That feels more like the sociopath. Wow. Okay, that's almost like a training that might happen within the family, within their community, within even the job they get, some cases even within some form of military training.
Have you had sociopaths and psychopaths as clients?
Not really, no. They don't tend to come in for therapy. They don't see any benefit to it. The only time you would tend to see psychopaths or sociopaths come into therapy with any consistency is if they were court ordered. So
I thought you were going to say couples therapy.
No, God, no. It's because they're court ordered. So the judge will make that a condition of release kind of thing, or they're within prisons and jails and getting some treatment in there.
This is important point here because it shows you why the red pill versus what it is. It's clear that it's clear that this is why they keep the red pill system will continue to grow, because psychopaths and narcissists will start to gather together and they make an environment where they're comfortable because they're all the same. They might be different levels of psychopathy, as she put it, but the bottom line is that it's like a bunch of zombies. They'd only know they're a zombie if they were walking around normal people. Same thing with if you're red pill. You wouldn't know you're red pill unless you're walking around normal people.
This is so incredibly fascinating to me. If a psychopath goes to jail, he isn't upset about going to jail?
It's in some ways it becomes a cost of doing business. But it's also, they're not happy about it. Psychopaths and to some degree sociopaths don't think about consequences. That's why they pull really penny ante silly crimes like holding up a liquor store. Basically, I need $150. Here's a liquor store. It's open. Let's go get the money kind of thing. So it's like they act first and think later. So they often don't plan in terms of consequences. That's why they have a tendency to lie, cheat, steal, and they tend to have very inconsistent work histories because they're not able to hold a job.
Yeah,
aliases. It's definitely like it's more of a griftery kind of a space.
So we've talked in previous videos about how to cope while dating a narcissist.
Hello, Kim. How you doing?
I am doing great. And yourself?
Doing good. A little sleepy we had another marathon live last night. Went for 7 hours or so.
And that was just yours alone, correct?
Yeah, that's just mine.
Yeah,
And then there was pesos before that, and that was another 3 or 4 at least.
Well, I was there for pesos. I tried to get on yours, but I had to go to sleep. I was so tired after pesos, but I'm here for the duration of this one.
Oh no! Oh, please don't be.
No, I want to be.
Do something constructive, by all means.
Oh, trust me, this is constructive. And that video that you posted is excellent information about a narcissist versus a psychopath versus a sociopath, because people do tend to use those terms interchangeably. And
true.
That lady, I actually have been following her and listening to her content. She's very good at what she does, at least from my standpoint.
I agree as well. And the thing is it's extremely important for us to understand this. Otherwise, we'll go crazy,
Absolutely.
Especially with all these are the people we deal with in this red pill verse. This is where they go. I'm totally convinced of that.
I think so too. So what this is telling me is that this red pill society is it full of people that are narcissists, sociopath, and psychopath, or is it a mix of other people that aren't those things, that are just looking at it for the fringe benefit of having sex and not having the responsibility of dating and respecting women and so on and so forth? That's my question. And my second question is, it shows that just how dysfunctional a degree of Black men are. I mean, and the fact that they use sex in order to display their dysfunction. And
exactly.
Now they're trying to say, because Big J said this, or whatever J's name is, that there would be less violence in the world if prostitution was legal. Let me tell you something, DJ. I am never going to forget the fact that he said that the rest of my life. I could be 120 years old, not know my name or who I am, but I will remember that, because that really affected me deeply. Because what that's telling me is that Black men are confused and they're developing this mindset that violence is attached to to lack of sex.
Right. Well, see, the thing is this: the important part of this is the fact that this is coming out of the mouth of a sociopath or at the very least a narcissist.
Right.
But basically, again, he continues to prove my point about how this how the red pill system is a hotbed for sociopaths and I believe criminals or people with a criminal mind. Why he said that was probably because he had experienced something that we definitely don't want to know about, that he did. This is where they come when you feel less guilty around people of your own, how should we call it, ideology. So this is why he said that. The reason what's sad about it is it's not even true. Because what he's saying is that basically women are supposed to tend to men's urges instead of men having enough going for themselves, that sex is not the primary mover of their lives. And that's what's coming out, is that he's telling on himself. It's funny because I still remember when I thought he was just a pompous, aristocratian British man who just had a different view on relationships. What it came out to be that he's just a scumbag. So, and I rate him as that. I don't try to overanalyze him. Basically, he's just somebody else who would be in the bad part of town that you want to avoid.
Well, let's look at this from this angle. Okay, we know that these men that are part of the Red Pill lack common sense and critical thinking. And as a matter of fact, that's what it appears to be. I think a whole lot of them know right from wrong, but they just don't want to admit it because, again, it's pointing a finger at them. I have two big points to make. Number one, I think that they're continuously go to sex as a cop-out and as a use for competition, because as a group, well, not as a group, but I don't mean, well, as a group, what else do they have to offer? I think that's how they're thinking. They know they're behind the eight ball. They know they cannot compete with the others. So they feel like, well, we got to hold on to this. We got to use this to our advantage. That's number one. Number two, how many of them really know that?
Uh-oh, I just lost you. Kim, I just lost your feed. Let me know. I'll bring you back on as soon as I get your feed out. I'll keep playing the video.
If you find yourself dating a sociopath or a psychopath, is there any coping, or you just got to get out?
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
That could actually be a very dangerous.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. In fact, even with the narcissistic piece, I've done research and work in the area of domestic violence, or what's also called intimate partner violence. Most people who perpetrate domestic violence are either narcissistic or psychopathic. And so there's a danger there. In other words, they will dispose of you if you get in their way.
I want to share a story with you to get your feedback. This was told to me by a friend, and she said in college she dated a guy for a year, but the guy started to get just a little weird, and they broke up. For the next year, he courted her and did everything she wished he had done the first year. Showed up on time, brought her gifts, blah, blah, blah. They started dating again. He was perfect for a year. They went to Thanksgiving at her family's house. He was perfect to her parents, just became the perfect man for her because he knew what she wanted. And after a year, on the 1 year anniversary, he broke up with her and said, I've been playing you this whole time because I wanted to crush your heart. I am not actually behaving this way, or this isn't real. I've been faking it for a year just so I can crush you. Would that be
more psychopathic? That's more psychopathic. Or sociopathic is more likely,
But if they have no empathy, then why would they want to hurt somebody?
Because empathy Empathy is a positive emotion. Okay. Wanting to hurt someone is a very antagonistic emotion. Wanting to hurt someone at some level might even give them a little pleasure. Power for sure.
It's interesting to me that someone cannot be empathetic, but then want to hurt somebody. Because to me, you would have to have the empathy in order to even know what it's like to hurt somebody.
There's a difference between empathy and understanding. You can understand because it's like, that's why psychopaths make great salesmen, because they understand a person. They can read a person and immediately say, I got his vulnerability. I'm going to make him buy a car. Psychopaths are great salesmen. Salesmen for cars, timeshares, all that stuff where they're upselling and almost taking advantage of someone sometimes, making them take on more money and cost of something than they really should. But no. It's that he was able to be superficially charming. Psychopaths and sociopaths and narcissists make great chameleons. They're definitely able to change the situation to get what they want. And psychopaths in particular and sociopaths they view the world as an instrument to fulfill their desires. That's really what they're about, which is what it's awful, because they're going to often discard a partner when they don't have much use for them or expect them to have a very specific role. So they may have married her and she may have had their kids. Now she's going to have to put up with their affairs because they want something else. And too bad if you don't like it. This is the new world order and I will destroy you in court. It's that kind of thing.
That is insane.
Yeah, it's chilling.
I want to leave it right there. I have learned more about sociopaths and psychopaths than I ever thought possible.
Hello.
There we go. Yeah, that's crisp now. You sound crisp.
Oh, you.
Uh-oh. Wait. Maybe I spoke too soon. You there? Yeah. Are you there, Kim? Hello, Kim?
Look at the definition of narcissist, sociopath, and psychopath, and apply it to the movement, because as far as they're concerned, it's like kids that go in a gang. They feel like nobody else loves them but the gang members.
Right.
Well, these red pillars, these passport brothers feel like nobody loves them, but their fellow passport brothers. But they fail to realize that it's not benefiting them. It's not making them work for resources. It's not making them expand their knowledge in terms of education, looking for a better job or looking for a job. It's not doing anything that's going to enhance their life. All they think it's going to do is open up an avenue of aggression towards women. And that's the reason why they have the problems that they have. And it's opening up an avenue for them to just, quote unquote, fuck their way through life. And you and I both know, and so does everybody else know, including them, fucking your way through life does not pay the bills. It does not provide an income for you when you become 65 or older.
Right.
I mean, these guys are not thinking about this. I mean, what did they plan? I've been looking forward to and planning for the future for years, because I know that 65 is going to come around and it's coming around real quicker than whatever thought it would come around. And you have to stop and think, how am I going to support myself when you have spent your entire adult life tricking across the globe, ducking and hiding from law enforcement, because some of the stuff you're doing is definitely illegal. But so far, you've been able to get away with it. And then at 65, when no woman is going to want you in America because you have nothing to offer yourself to survive, she's not going to allow you to live off of her. You're broke down, you're run through, you may have all kinds of diseases, and you've done nothing to plan for the future. And you can't rely upon those poor women who are economically at a disadvantage, be it that they're just poor women or be it that they're prostitutes. They're not going to come take care of you. I was listening to one video. This guy was retired, went to Thailand or the Philippines, spent all of his money and was sleeping on the beach. Now, DJ, that is very disheartening. You and I are both practically the same age. We're just 5 to 7 years short of retiring. I mean, I don't want to live my life like that. And I'm pretty sure he didn't either.
Right.
But he thought more about pussy than he did his own safety and a roof over his head. Let me tell you
exactly.
Something. I have never thought that dick was so important that it superseded me keeping a roof over my head, a job, a car, my 401k, my investments, none of that. Dick has never superseded any of that.
Right. I mean, what it is that these men have their priorities messed up. And that's why I believe truly that there's a mental issue, because why would you want to destroy your future
for something that is basic in life. It's not even anything you don't make sex a job, and that's what they're doing.
Right.
But they're not getting paid.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, don't you want something bigger in life? Don't you want to like enjoy like just going out and enjoying a good meal without trying to coerce somebody into sex? I mean, this guy went to a Starbucks and took advantage of a homeless woman. I could never think about like something like that. That's why I call these guys street cretins. These are the guys this is why there's a bad part of town in towns. These are the guys who would be there. Whatever kind of fame they might have gotten online has nothing to do with what their real life is about.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And they don't care to find out. They don't care to think about that. And the fact that when you travel overseas, you need to be able to, if you're going to do something, intentionally that could really get you in trouble, you definitely need to have a get home fund. You definitely need, in case for some reason shit goes south. Now, when normal people like us travel, we don't have to worry about all that extra stuff because we're just there traveling. We're having a good time. We're going to do what we're supposed to do. We are enjoying the culture, the food, the music, the art, so on and so forth. And we know we have to be at the airport at such and such a date and time so we can fly back home. We show up one time and we fly back home. We're not doing anything that is risky. These guys are doing risky stuff and they're not researching the consequences of that risk. And if you're going to go somewhere and spend all your money and you can't get back home, and you don't even have, and he didn't even have people at home that he could call to Western Union him some money so he can get a ticket to come back home. But then again, getting a ticket less than 2 weeks is going to cost you an exorbitant amount of money. But it's like, how can you just go somewhere and just spend all your money on tricking and with women at a disadvantage to the point that you become disadvantaged by your own choices, disadvantage in terms of you don't even have money to get back home. So that tells me he didn't even have a round trip flight. He only had a one-way flight, but he wasn't trying to live there. It's like, who does that?
Right. Exactly. I mean, the thing is I look at them more as zombies than I do human beings. That's how I see them.
And you're right. Sex is it's a basic body function of life. Yes, it's something that we enjoy. Yes, it's probably something that we all wish that we had more of, but not to the extent that it's going to put ourselves in danger, affect our mental health to the point that we're 65 and older or 50 and older, and all of a sudden we put ourselves in situations where we have regressed 25, 30 years. I've made so much progress than what I was like when I was 21, 25. I was so naive. I don't want to go back to that shit again. I want to continue to be smart and be smarter as I get older. I'm not saying perfect, but at least be able to say, look, is this going to work for me or is it not? Is this person right for me or not? We know when you're younger, you're not as experienced in life. So therefore, sometimes your decision making isn't always the best. But as you get old and you're 50, 60 years old, you want to be, you want to be smart. You don't want to be stupid. There's nothing worse than to see somebody our age or older making basic dumb decisions.
Right. Exactly. To me, we have to look at them as a good teaching point for other people's, because people will be looking at these videos in the future. It's not really about clicks and likes for me, but yeah, by the way, actually, don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody.
It does help, but basically the information you're trying to get out there to help people as well.
Exactly. I mean, that's my primary thing, is that somebody who is wondering why a certain person is acting a strange way, they can look and they can find this information helpful to them. That's why I'm kind of breaking away from the the battles and the yelling and the hard roasting. Though we will be roasting, but it'll be
Right.
part of the teaching, if you know what I mean. So,
Yeah, I know of myself, I need to remain far more calm and not blow up. And I know that because it's really not serving a purpose. And then when we're all feeling frustrated and talking at the same time, we're not getting our message out to whoever may come along and want to listen to it.
boom. That's exactly it.
Because if 5 of us are talking at the same time, all 5 of us could have a very good point, but the person listening can't even make out 1 point out of 5. So we're depriving them of our mission when we're all talking at the same time and nobody can make out what we're saying.
Exactly. Yeah. Tam is correct. Chester does worship those men along with Flint. I wouldn't say they are as far gone, but they're on their way there. And Chester and guys like Flint, though Flint is further along than Chester is, they have to understand how they want their legacy to be seen in the future. I mean, they know the difference that Chester and Flint have from, let's say, Jay or Abortion King, is that Jay and Abortion King think they're normal, while Chester and Flint, they have questions. They're wondering. They're not sure they're the way they're supposed to be. Otherwise, they would never be in our room. It would irritate them to be in our room. You see what I'm saying? Jay only joined the room. Crazy. Let's call him Crazy Jay.
There you go.
You know, or the bonkers Brit, whatever sounds good. He was here for a purpose. He was here and for as a parasite.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And he had to bow down to, I guess it was whoever that big boss, to be able to join, the Cretans. So it's funny that he did that. And it tells you who he really is, though, because a man of sanity or a man of structure or status wouldn't have done that. Even if he would have agreed with the ideology, he wouldn't have openly have gone to the thugs, if you know what I mean.
I think he came to us also. I believe what you said, but I also think he came to us for sympathy or empathy or whatever. I think he tried to convince us to believe him and not what was out there about him. Number 3, I think he also came to us because he wanted us to join his panel in order to in order to have these conversations with these people. But I don't think he thought we were going to figure him out. So when we did come to his group, to his channel, and went on his panel, it didn't go the way I think he thought it was going to go. It actually went the complete opposite. Because, and I got to thinking, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, there is a reason why his daughter's mother won't allow that child to see them. Granted, I have no proof of, obviously there is a reason, because he doesn't see the child, so he says, number 1. Number 2, we'll never know the exact reason. Number 3, if it's based on his character and the things that he's doing, and if he's spending a lot of his time in Dominican Republic instead of being home helping to raise his daughter, why should he be allowed to see her?
Right. Wait, let's break this down. Now, are you talking about Big J?
The British guy.
The British guy. Okay. So I didn't hear that about, I guess I got confused because it sounds very similar to Philly Dom's situation. So basically what you're saying is that he had, the bonkers Brit has a child he cannot see because the mother is telling him he can't go.
No, he has a child that he says that the mother doesn't allow him to see the child.
That's what I mean. Okay. So
yeah.
Basically it sounds like to me, there's a reason why mothers are given that right. It's probably because he's done something. Not that he's done something, but that he's mentally unstable in one way or the other. He's mentally unstable, evil, whatever you want to call it. But
he probably the court probably deemed him a sociopath, and we're
And
only getting
furthermore,
his side of the story.
right. And furthermore, if he's spending so much time in Dominican Republic, then I mean, if this child is like he's young, I think he's like 9 or something. He should be at least within close proximity to help raising his daughter. Me personally, I would really have an attitude and an issue if the man I was had a child by was spending too much time in Dominican Republic instead of being in the country helping me raise our child. You're not just going to come and visit our child, and when daddy shows up, it's all fun and games.
Basically, to me, it sounds like this: is he went to the Dominican Republic to sex monger just like all the other people.
Absolutely.
We thought he was different. He's not.
Who we talking about? Are we talking about Bug J?
We're talking about Jay the British, the British
Right,
dude.
Bug J, not Big J,
Okay.
Bug J.
Bug
J.
J.
Bug. Yeah, we talking about Bug J. Okay.
Yeah.
With his little bullshit ambushes. That's
There you
okay.
go.
Yeah, that's all it. Just little bullshit ambushes. I knew it was gonna be that way, but I said, let me just go up there just so these motherfuckers don't think that they put no fear in nobody's heart. And I said, I know it's gonna be some bullshit, and he handled it like just exactly like I expected him to, as dishonest could be. Completely. And I think personally, the little bitch shit that they pulled on Tam and Yume, it disgusts me. They're not fucking men. I have no respect for them. The way he let that pussy call you ladies out your name was fucking. Real men don't do that. Real men.
Well, he's
don't
not.
do
Yeah, I knew that. That's why I
Real
didn't
men
even
don't
bother
do
to
that.
go
'Cause
over
you
there.
know, they could have talked to you guys as harshly as they wanted, but a real man would have checked them and said, "Bro, we ain't doing that." Period.
No,
But he wouldn't have done that.
You
But
want
you
to
know
know
what? If he's
something?
willing to do that to us, I bet he's done that to his daughter's mother too.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
the
pretty
best-
sure. I'm
The
pretty
best
sure.
thing to do is to do
So,
this.
fuck him as far as I'm concerned. But the bottom line is that whole disingenuous, like you were looking for. I mean, again, I expected to smoke. I don't have any problem with that. I have no problem, and that's why I sat there and said I just let him talk. You know, I let him talk. I was like, yeah, you. But see, here's the thing. Like I told him, every motherfucking thing y'all said, I said, fuck you, fuck Taylor Made, fuck Philly Dom, fuck all you deadbeat motherfucking ass niggas. I don't give a fuck if he's your friend. He's a sorry ass fucking piece of father to leave his child and go halfway around the world. You cannot tell me a man who sat there and swear he loves kids in an orphanage, who loves an adopted daughter, but the minute their real child comes into the world, they haul tail ass to motherfucking Thailand, ain't a fucking deadbeat. So you can be there for every other child on the planet but your own? Get the fuck out of here. And fuck that nigga in Panama, Tony Jones, who keeps sending me them motherfucking suspect ass messages. Because all I keep hearing these niggas say, he's my friend. He's my friend. Well, your friend is a motherfucking deadbeat. And I said it.
Yeah.
That's the
I
truth.
mean,
Sorry ass niggas don't stand up to men.
no, they're not. They're just.
But quick.
I
to
call
call
them
a
zombies.
woman. And it pissed me off. I said, you know, goddamn well, Super Pussy wouldn't have said none of that shit to May or fucking Tam if their man was standing there. They're gonna bully up on women. What kind of shit is that? And I'm like, and then you sit there and you laugh and you snickering, just like I asked him on the fucking comment. I said, oh, okay, but you quick to cry when somebody slander you, but you sitting here, y'all slandering this woman, calling her a fucking brothel madam. Okay.
You know, when I went to that live and I saw what they were saying about Tam, and I said to myself, doesn't Jay have like 3 adult daughters himself?
Supposedly, yeah.
So how the fuck could you say that about some other man's daughter?
Yep.
Right.
I mean, the things that when I went at that particular moment, what they were saying and her photo up there, I'm saying to myself, this bitch has 4 daughters and 3 of them are adult women. How the fuck would that bitch feel if somebody had
was
his
talking to
daughter's
his.
photos posted online and they were degrading her?
And that's what I'm saying. As a real man, I wouldn't let nobody do it to his or to anybody else. See, I come from a school of we protect women, period. That's just it. A real man. I could hate you, May, right? If I didn't even like you, I still wouldn't stand there and let another man attack you like that. I would still say, bruh, I don't like her ass either, but leave her alone.
Can I ask something?
That's a look on me. And like I told him, you think that this lie makes you look good? it exposes you more for who you are than even before you did. Because you were sitting there giggling like a fucking middle-aged schoolgirl while this man was calling these women bees all out of their name. At no point in time can he ever say he came over the Peso channel and was ever ganged up on or attacked in any way. But the minute he do his, what he do? I told you, they get their little shit throwing circus monkeys, because that's all that old faggot ass fucking gangs TV whatever and whatever, which motherfuckers don't move nothing in me. I said, that's what you gotta do. You gotta get a bunch of motherfuckers to have a debate. We didn't do that.
Hold on one second. Okay, Flint, what did you want to say?
I agree with you on some parts because I was on Big J. Listen to. I wasn't on his panel. He not even agree with me because I called him out when he was lying that he never paid for it. So now he's against me.
Against
because
you
he not me. He do shit.
Go ahead, Flint.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that basically you're right. Like telling Tam to suck my D and all that stuff and calling her bees and all that stuff. I never say that. I don't even curse at nobody or call nobody names. I do call them names and say lesbians. That's as far as I go.
But and I get that because I've never heard you speak about them like I heard them last night, and that was a bridge too far because men don't do. Even if you don't like her, you don't have to go that far. And he was just way over the line, and I'm like, Jay, and you sat there like a sucker and let that motherfucker do that. That makes you and your platform look like shit.
Right?
No, Jay. I knew Jay was a piece of crap anyway. He
said that even if I was a piece of crap, I wouldn't like Torch. You're not gonna let me come up here and say no really crazy fact because this is your platform. You be like, no, Rico, you too far. Fuck that shit. Pull it down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And again, you can have people on your side, but you gotta control them. But see, he was laughing at it. So I said, oh, you with it. You want to call Tam that. You want to call her what he was doing. And he even went so far and said, that's my alter ego. That's the dude. He said that. So it's like, so you calling them bitches too.
Rico, can I say something, Rico?
Go ahead.
Only thing I'd like to say is that this the kind of person that brings that type of energy. I know it's really bad, but it's like no fun when the rabbit have the gun, right? So now they have the gun because they talking on their panel. So they letting out their frustration and event because Peso Man making them feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, Big J, he is.
Wait, Flint, let me stop you right now. Flint,
go ahead.
That the vitriol you saw coming out of their mouths is something that was already in them.
Yep.
No, but normally Big J is a gentleman. Seriously, I know him.
They might be using. Wait, Flint. They might be using Peso as an excuse.
But it's in them.
But that's in them. That street thug is in them. They're basically street thug cretins. What you heard coming out of their mouth, there's no justification for it.
No, I'm not justifying. I'm just saying that you can't tell somebody, you can't, like Peso Man can't create like thumbnails, right? And putting tailor-made dreams and putting Jeffrey Epstein and then saying that this guy's a pedophile. So a lot of dudes no personally friends with
Wait. Rewind that about the Epstein. Please say that again. I didn't catch it.
He's saying the thumbnail. Jay cried about a thumbnail. No one ever said TaylorMade was fucking Epstein. No one ever said TaylorMade was messing with kids.
Well, let me tell you something. The fact that they even used Jeffrey Epstein's thumbnail to me is telling. I saw that.
Right. So
Peso Man. That was Peso Man did that.
But let's be clear. That was strictly a thumbnail. Nobody on the panel played that. No one on the panel. Like he pisses me off because through the whole live, he kept consistently trying to tell me I talked about TaylorMade's child. I said, no, I talked about TaylorMade ass. I don't know his fucking child. He tried to say we talked about Philly Dom child. Nobody ever talked about Philly Dom child. We talked about Philly Dom. What I addressed was their fucking weak ass manhood and their weak ass fatherhood. I don't give a damn if they got one child or 100 children. They're absent fathers and they're fucking deadbeats.
Rico, you've always defended people's children and wanted people to do the right thing by their children. You have never, ever, not once, talked about somebody's child.
Okay. So wait, hold on one second. Hold on one second. I still need to understand. Flint, as Tam would say, why are you here?
I'm here because I like open debate. But now, Pencil Man said I can't come on his channel because I talked against him. So that's the kind of games he played.
Did you talk against him?
Here was the issue.
Always talk against him. You know, I don't agree with that guy when he thinks the way he go about doing things.
Okay, I wanna say something. I'm sorry, Andre. I just wanna get this out.
Nah, you cool, Sam. Go ahead.
By the way, hi everybody. Happy MLK Day.
Hi Tammy.
Happy MLK Day.
Good morning.
I appreciate you guys coming to my defense. I appreciate it. Yeah, that gentleman, Big Super, whatever he calls himself, he was. The second I got on Big J's panel, he just started calling me a bitch.
Yeah,
like, for literally no reason. I was like, do I know you? Have I ever had a conversation with you?
Tam, I'm sorry to interject. It was that big truck dude.
No,
he calls himself Big Super or something like that. Okay. And so he just kept doing,
motherfucker from New York.
He just kept doing it, and I went off and I defended myself and I said a lot of ugly things to him in defense of that, because first of all, I don't even know you, and you don't even know me, so I don't know if he was doing it because he's Big Jade's hype man or assistant or whatever he is.
He sucks him off. He sucks off Big J.
But yeah, so I guess he just wanted to be part of the clique, part of the let me talk trash about Tam clique. But anyway, my question for you, Flint, is you're texting buddies with Johnny, right?
Yes, he wanted my number, so you got to do OW. OW was on Peso Man one time. He said, "Yo, Johnny wanted to contact you because Johnny was, I guess, like hearing what I was saying when I was on Peso Man. That's all." Okay, and ever since then, you guys have been texting, buddy. WhatsApp texting, buddies, right? We're not texting, but we have. I have his phone number. Yeah, I could text him, but I'm not. But it doesn't matter whatever beef he have against you. That's not against me. Flint? Can you just answer my question? You're not a stupid person. Can you just answer my question? I will text him in the future and call and even talk to him. Okay, so you guys are texting friends, right? Yes, it's just like roll the tape. Everybody else I know. Yes. Okay. BA, everybody. They part of. Okay. I'm not talking about the. I'm not talking about the. I know him just like I know these guys. Yes. Not as personal, not as close. I don't know Johnny that well. We haven't talked yet. So I just want to ask you a question, Flint. Would you ever be friends with someone who threatened to kill someone? I don't think he took that. I don't think he was serious. Can you just answer my question, please? I don't think he's serious about that. I don't care. I didn't ask you what you think. I said, would you be besties and text besties with someone who makes death threats? If they're not serious about it, no. If they're serious about it, how the fuck do you know if it's serious or not? Because I know how you getting on his nerves, so he making death threats to get under your skin. Oh, so that's just your speculation to defend the fact that you're best friends with him. Listen, it's a threat against you, so you take it personal. It's not a threat against me. Okay. Me, got it. Oh, okay. I see. Got it. So let's say you saw someone making a death threat against an old woman who was minding her business because she has nothing to do with you. You would think that person is a. But don't pay. Everybody know they're gonna feel sorry for old women. So why are you using that as your example? Come on. Because according to you, because it's not against you. Because it's not against you. You're not a woman. So let me tell you something. What if Johnny? Hold on. What if Johnny R-worded somebody? As long as it's not against you, you would still be friends with him, right? If somebody, why would I be friends with somebody who commit crimes? You tell me, because you have no problem being friends with someone who makes death threats. Damn, you have no problem being friends with Peso. So don't give me that. Don't play high and mighty.
Let me just jump in just for a second.
Mind you can be friends with whoever you want. You can be friends with whoever you want. Of course, just like you friends with Peso Man. He knows.
Flint.
Has Peso Man threatened your life? He'll threaten my life. He do all kind of nasty stuff.
Flint.
Has he threatened? Oh, Flint. So he threatened your life. Did he threaten your son's life? No, he's not threatening, but I ain't saying it. Okay, thank you for answering that question. Go ahead. I take it seriously. If he's serious about it, no, it's okay. Flint, you need to understand. You could be friends with whoever you want. I'm just asking. I don't take him seriously with the I didn't ask you. I didn't ask what you take seriously. I didn't ask what you take seriously. You can be friends with whoever you can be friends with whoever you want. I was just asking, and you're okay with that, so it's good. Keep
so,
that
so
up.
anybody that make a fake threat
okay,
against
Flint, I need to clear something up now.
You want it to be
Flint.
fake. You want it to be fake.
It is fake.
You want it to be.
It's not fake.
Wait, let me ask something,
okay,
guys.
Flint, did he open his mouth and say it was fake?
I want you to be murdered. Of course I want to be
fake?
fake. Of course I want it to be fake. I don't want you to be murdered.
Flint.
No, you want the death threat to be fake, right? You don't want it. You don't want to take it seriously.
Yes, I don't want it to be real. I don't think it's real. I don't think it was real.
Oh, did he tell you it wasn't real?
He loved traveling. If he loved traveling, it makes sense. If he loved traveling, he loved doing that. Why
I'm not talking about traveling. Don't change the subject.
Why would he
Did
put his
he
freedom
specifically?
No. Just spend the rest of life. Men do that. Men do that. Men stupid like that. But why would I don't think somebody?
Did he specifically tell you I was kidding when I made those death threats?
Okay,
did he tell you that? No, exactly. So you don't know. So you don't know. That's what I thought.
Why you up here calling the FBI, Tim? Stop up here.
Excuse me?
Don't complain to me. I'm not the FBI. Complain to the FBI.
I didn't tell you were the FBI. I didn't tell you
you have a right to call the FBI and get his butt arrested. Don't be coming to me.
I just said nothing about calling the FBI. I'm just saying I didn't know you were texting buddies. I found out, and I didn't know you were.
Can you guys stop for a minute?
Seriously. So you take it seriously now. Go to the FBI. Get off the phone right now and go to.
I need you to stop for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Flint, regardless of what you think, if we catch you in some other room listening and agreeing to death threats and then coming back to our shop, you're going to be blocked. We don't play that. I don't play that. Whatever you heard in Peso's room, whatever, whatnot, so ever and so forth, I'm not playing no death threats. If somebody makes a death threat and you laugh at it or something, one of us see it, and trust me, I don't scan these rooms that much. But you're gonna be blocked. Okay?
DJ Torch, this is
further. Has anybody on Peso ever threatened anybody with anything?
Yes,
wait, you guys got to understand. I don't care. This is for now on.
Right.
Okay. No threats like that go on.
No, it should be no kind of
threat.
No,
and I should include defamation of women as well. And what I mean is not like, oh, she a dummy or something lightweight.
Right.
I mean, if they start calling them out of their name to the point where it's gutter talk.
Exactly.
That ain't happening either.
Well, that's not what defamation is. Calling me a name is not defamation, but if saying something that's not true, making a false statement of fact, that is defamation. Okay, but anyway, I don't want to get into that.
Right. It doesn't have to be defamation. Men shouldn't stand for women being abused, period, publicly. They can disagree with you. They can talk back to you, but they do not need to. I would not stand. I'm fine. I'm a man. If a man wants to abuse a man, I'll stand on the side. So if a man,
Andre Brown, you're very pillow right now. Is what makes death threat all the time.
Cuss out DJ, I ain't gonna say nothing because I figure DJ's a man. He can stand up for himself. But if when it comes in here and jump on Tam or May, oh hell no. Not while I'm here.
I just want to say one thing. Hold on. DJ Torch, can you mute Flint just for 1 second? Because I know he wants to interrupt. Just mute him for 1 second. I just want to say this, and then he can say whatever he wants. Okay, he ran away.
No, he didn't. He's in the back.
No, he can be here. I just want to mute it because I just want to get my point across real quick. Then he is allowed to respond out of fairness. This is what I want to say. This is the only reason why I question Flynn. First of all, he could be texting friends with whoever he wants. I just wanted to ask him, are you texting friends with him? And he told the truth. He said he was. And because I know I forget which live it was. I believe it was the gentleman Big Boss's live. He said, oh, yeah, Johnny, I got your number. And then Johnny was like, okay, Flynn, I'll text you and all that keying and all that crap. So that's why I said, oh, so you're texting buddies with someone who has made death threats. And this is the thing. Flint wants so badly to say, oh, it's not true. He doesn't really mean that. And that's why I said, did Johnny out of his own mouth tell you he didn't mean it? And he didn't. So my thing is, this is my theory about Flint. I think he wants to believe it's not that serious just to excuse being buddy with him. That's all. That's all. He likes to believe, oh no, it wasn't true. It's just he's just trolling. It's not true. And I asked him, I said, oh, did Johnny tell you that? No. Exactly. So you don't know.
Okay,
you don't
Tim,
know that.
Right. Okay,
you don't know that it's true. You just want to say it's not for real because you want to excuse being friends with him. That's all. That was my only point. This isn't about FBI or anything. No.
Okay, Tam, I don't have to be friends with him. I don't, and I'm not really friends with him. And the so-called friends. I don't even know him that well. He just wanted to contact me because I was on Peso Man. He was agreeing with me, so he went to OW. OW knows him, and then say, "Yo,
goodness. Flint, stop trying to backtrack." Flint, you could be friends with him if you want.
I'm telling you the truth.
You can be friends with him if you want. Don't backpedal it now.
He would come up here right now and tell you that it's the truth. Right? We haven't talked personally yet. Texting him and saying, okay, I got your WhatsApp number because OW, and then okay, one day we're gonna talk to each other. But I don't agree with things he do sometimes. It's
okay. It's okay. You're trying to downplay it now. It's okay.
All right, see, Tam, that's why people do disagree with you a lot, because even when somebody tell you something, you want to believe what you want to believe.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's why I get death threats because of that.
No. You want to believe that I'm good friends with him. I'll stay. I don't care what he did. I don't care about him threatening women. I don't care want to kill a woman. I'm gonna be friends with him because that's the kind. Now you shaping my kind of character I am.
Flint.
So did you block him after you heard that?
One second. Flint, I got a question for Flint.
Andre Brown's in the middle. We make a death.
Flint.
Okay,
you have the dude's number, right? Yes or no?
Yes, I have the number. Yes.
Okay.
Do OW.
Who cares
I don't care
who it's from.
I don't care. The thing is this, Flint. If I see you anywhere on any of these other groups promoting or laughing at something that's disgusting to any of the crew, and that's extended crew, that includes the newbies that are in this or anything. I mean, I really, quite honestly, Flint, you're not helping me any, and DJ, this is a safe space for them.
Can I ask Flint a question? Flint, I'm not even gonna pile on though. Seriously, this is a man-to-man conversation. Yeah. And I just want to know, as a man, because I respect you as a man, you don't think you could, since you talked to Johnny as a man, say, bro, that's not cool. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? This is the part I get, is that these so-called men see and hear men do this shit. So even if you didn't think it was, say for a moment, I'm gonna believe you, and you say, hey, you didn't really think he was serious. You should be like, hey man, you need to still watch that shit. That wasn't right. You owe that woman an apology.
Oh, he doesn't know me shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's what a man would do, Flip. See what I'm saying? I'm not so concerned about having male validation or male friendship to see some shit that I know I was raised to see is wrong, that a nigga gonna say out his fucking mouth and I'm not gonna correct him. Because if you was my friend and you said some shit like that, bro, I'd have been dead in your ass. I'd have been like, we don't move like that.
Okay, but
I'm okay with that. That's a see, that stink on me, and I don't roll like that. I don't roll with niggas that sit there and abuse and threaten women. You just don't do that. So, like that little pussy boy that was excited about it, and Bug J was giggling with it. I know that's the type of motherfuckers they are. Because the world is full of weak-ass men who would much rather dominate and abuse women because they won't do it to men. And it takes other strong men to put them punk motherfuckers in their place. See, you can either be a strong man or a weak man. The choice is yours, Flip. If you know if you had a daughter or a sister or a mother and you wouldn't want nobody talking to them like that.
Johnny has a daughter.
I don't care. If I could not like Tam, I'm not going to sit by and watch another man. Now, I might sit there if she's in a debate with a woman. I'd be like, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Because I think issues between, a woman jumping on a woman, I fall back and be quiet. I'm not letting no dude do it. I'm not. He going to have to whoop my ass too. Because my mother would come up out her fucking grave and put her foot in my ass if I let a dude jump on a woman. I don't know what's wrong with you motherfuckers, how y'all built today, because that was a basic tenet that's why they talk about when you motherfuckers talk about wanting traditional women, traditional men would do that. So you weak-kneed motherfuckers that sit around and laugh and giggle about men bullying women. It is ridiculous. So that shit that nigga did, like I said, and Jay and them all laughed about it. That's fine. It was acceptable for me. When I went up on that platform, everything they said to me was acceptable. I'm a man. I can hold my own. But for them to sit there and laugh and giggle while men were attacking women like that, that tells me everything I need to know about those motherfuckers. And that's
wait to hear what Peso has to say. This will be interesting.
But they juxtapose that and say
you can't juxtapose that. You can't juxtapose a man bullying a woman. You can't.
Women should be talking about men as well.
Whether they supposed to be or not, you still can't juxtapose allowing that shit to happen unless you're just a weak.
That's how you feel. That's how you feel.
Absolutely. That's why I said we built different.
I don't feel that way.
I guess
I don't make no death threats against no woman.
That's why I put you in
a woman, for example, a woman to make death threats against me, right? And I want to go that.
I know we know now that women will not have protection by you. We know that. That's okay. The world's full of weak ass.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Ain't you? Women have women like to women like to say a lot of bitter things and nasty things. And when you fight back and call them bees and all that kind of stuff, they don't like it. Come on.
But when a man calls
me, I won't disrespect you.
Bitch ass,
eye for eye, for two for two.
Y'all don't want to fight.
Rico, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Flint,
yeah, I know.
Flint, he likes to feel like he belongs to something, so it's okay.
Eye for eye. I believe in eye for eye.
You see all the equivocating. Go ahead.
Can I say something? Because he's been saying my name repeatedly. So here's the reason why I do come off like that. Johnny did not only threaten Tam, he threatened me. Did he tell you that? Did he tell you that he sent me his address? Did he tell you that? Did he tell you that if I do show up in Miami that he was going to shoot me? Did he tell you that?
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
Did he tell you that he always has something for me? Did he tell you that? So the reason why, listen, it's my reaction, and I have a very explosive reaction. Everybody in here knows it. Tam calmed me down. DJ has calmed me down. Marquis has calmed me down. JP has calmed me down. Even Rico has called me. He'll laugh at me one in the good mood, but Rico will call me down as well. But my action is because of reaction. And yes, I apologize because it comes out of me because that's the type of person that I am. If you have something negative to say to me, if you invite, I come from the school of if you invite someone to where you live, because when you were twerking in that big boss room, and you were clapping it, and you were clapping it up, you were clapping hard. Hey, let me finish. Because you have nothing called.
Have the gun, right?
When you were clapping it up for big boss, and they were putting.
You have the gun.
No, I didn't say I had a gun. I said you was clapping.
No, we the rabbit and we have the gun now.
Oh my Lord.
Let me just express something to you. You have nothing. A man, you have no power. You really don't.
All right.
The only power that those type of men have is off of YouTube. This is what they have. This is what they need.
And they can say the same thing.
I proved it to big truckers last night. Proved it to them. When you aim at somebody's ego, I don't have to touch you to hurt you. You can just aim at their ego. That's perfectly fine with a person like me. I'll just go at your ego. This is all that you have. You go and attack women. Somebody attacked Venus that night. And yes, he invited me to where he lived too. He lives in Fordham, New York. He said it to me. He said, "Oh, come to my place." Because I said, "No, you're not going to attack Venus like that." When Johnny attacks Tam, I'll be the first one to stand up. No, you're not going to attack Tam. You're not on my watch. It's not only because I respect and I like Tam, it's because my mother and my father. My mother and my father. I will repeat that. My mother and my father taught me never to, when somebody comes at a woman for no reason, you better either stand up in their face and ask them what their problem is, because that's how we raised you. And if they're not man enough to look you in the eye and ask you what their problem is, we know what type of man they are. And I know what type of man y'all are. Y'all didn't have the gun. Y'all was standing up on stripper tables twerking. Y'all didn't have the rapper didn't have no gun. Brothers Abroad was standing up on the table, was twerking with his diamond encrusted glitter thong. That's
Like
not having a gun.
like you doing right now. Like you doing right now.
You standing
DJ Torch. Like you doing right now on DJ Torch.
Oh Lord.
Flint, Flint.
Tripping.
Those
Price
guys
is
were
doing
laughing
what
at
you doing right
you.
now. That's what you
They
doing
were
right now.
laughing at you.
That was I don't care what they were laughing
They
at.
were laughing at you. They legit
Okay,
laughed at
okay.
you that night.
Like I said, I'm not worried about words.
I
What
felt
people say.
bad for you. You had a
You
bunch
feel
of
bad all you
grown
want.
men.
You
You
feel the
had
worst
a
than I
bunch
am.
of grown men. You had a bunch of grown men, bro, talk to you like a child. That happened to you. That happened to
Who
Big
talked to
Kim.
me
You
like
had
a
a
child?
bunch
Who talked to me
of
like a child?
big boss. They
Big
were
Boss
talking
didn't talk
to you like a
child.
child. You
Big
were
Boss
up
didn't talk
there.
to me like a
You
child.
were up there clapping.
He said, don't let BA. I didn't know who he didn't know BA was. So he said, don't
You
do
were
that on
up
my channel. You
there
gotta respect the channel. Just like
clapping
DJ
your
George saying,
cheeks.
if I do certain things, he's not gonna let me on this channel.
They
Everybody
were
got rules
making
in
it
their own channel.
rain. They were making it rain on.
Okay. Oh boy.
You telling the truth? You telling the truth, Flip? They was laughing at your ass when you sat there and exposed yourself for being unemployed. They was laughing at you, and then you go right back over there and you co-sign with their ass. That's the same people that laughed at you and ridiculed you.
What's wrong with being on the unemployed?
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but the fact of the matter is, I'm saying
because I have other things I'm coming up.
Listen, Flip.
Right?
My
So
fault,
When I laugh at you, I
right
get it.
now.
Flip, when I
By
laugh at you,
circumstances,
I
there's a
get
reason
it.
why.
But these are the people. Why would you go over there and support people who laughed at you for that?
They didn't
You
laugh at
go
me.
over there and support the very people
Who
that
laughed
were
at
just
me?
laughing at you. The next
Man
day.
channel laughed at me. When I was on Tam laughing at me. Those are the her supporters.
Okay, but you don't go support her. Right.
Nobody laughed at me on that channel.
I laugh at your ass, Flip.
Bro,
I laugh at you all the time, but you don't.
Okay, can I just ask Flint this one question? So Flint, you keep saying, "Oh, Johnny doesn't mean it. Johnny doesn't mean it." When a grown man, you're from New York. When a grown man sends another grown man his address and makes threats, you think that's just it's just kidding?
Torch keep on muting me, but I don't know when I cannot talk.
No, you're not muted. No, answer my question. When a grown man, see, I didn't even know he even went that far. I didn't know Johnny sent Andre his address. You mean you want to sit there and say that's not a real threat? It's just
No, because I know I heard Andre Brown himself come out of his own mouth. Even Brothers Abroad saying he would commit physical violence on Brothers Abroad, and Brother Abroad never make threats of anybody.
Go out of your way to not answer a question, right?
I'm just telling you. No.
Before
I'm telling you why.
Okay, Flint. This was way before Andre said anything to anyone. Johnny sent him his address. It was Johnny, right, Andre?
Yeah, it was Johnny. Of course, it was Johnny.
Yeah, he sent Andre his address. That is a clear message. That is a clear threat. And you want to sit here and say he doesn't really mean it. It's just words. It's just trolling.
Wait. Andre Brown, listen to me. And you're not listening. I know
Get my last name correct before you say my name first. Thank you.
Okay, it's okay. He just wants to defend his friend.
Right, Tam. We wasting our time. Bye, Flip.
For real.
Bye, Flip. DJ, we wasting our time. Bye, Flip.
Yeah, he can just say whatever he
wants. We just
nothing gonna get. You want the answer you want to hear?
There was something that I do want to ask, and
thank you, DJ.
DJ, there's something that I did want to ask real quick, and I'm glad that everybody's on the chat. There's a question that has been like
nobody say anything. Nobody say anything.
Okay.
Did Johnny get anybody's address and make a threat? Yes or no?
Yeah, as soon as I told him that I found out he was in Miami, because he told me. He was like, "I live in Miami, come and see me."
Does he have your address where you live?
He doesn't have mine.
Does he have your address? Yes or no?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. So, that's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
Johnny,
because it sounds like if you got doxxed, that's different.
Right. No. He doesn't have it. I don't do it like that. I don't throw my address out like that. Johnny
sent his own address to Andre. That's what he's saying. Who?
What?
Johnny sent his own address to Andre. That's what he's saying.
So what? Flint sent his own address to Andre.
No.
Johnny
was threatening Andre, and he did that
Sent his
by
own
sending
address.
his own address, as if to say, "Come meet me."
Correct.
Yeah, Johnny.
I mean, do you want Flint in the room or not? That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Do what?
Do you want Flint in the room or not?
Yeah, Flint can be wherever he wants.
No,
I don't
I
care.
don't
He
want
can be
Flint
wherever
around.
he wants.
Can we vote? Can we vote? I don't.
No, I don't want Flint on the
Okay,
live.
who else don't want him?
It doesn't matter to me.
He's a waste of fucking energy. He's just
Yeah,
a waste
he
of
is.
oxygen. We're not getting nothing out of it. Oh,
And
but
we're not getting nowhere talking to him.
Peso got a question.
But yeah,
Go ahead.
Peso says he's got a question for
Let
him.
Peso talk to him and then kick his ass out because he's a waste of time.
Flint, I don't think Flint is gone. Okay. Peso's mic isn't working. He's on in 30 anyway, and I'm off in 30 because I want to eat
so then
something.
we don't want Flint back because he's a waste of fucking time. Because he's just going to lie, and we don't get anywhere with him. He like brothers abroad. You don't get anywhere.
It's not that he lies. It's not that he lies. The problem with Flint is he just listens to respond.
Right, but then he won't be honest about anything. That's why you can ask him, you can cross-examine him for 3 hours, and he'll be still at the same fucking question, trying to flip it back and answering questions. So it's like he's a waste of time. We were doing better before he brought his dumb ass up here. The conversation was moving. It gets stuck when he comes on, when brothers abroad come on, they get the conversation stuck. The conversation, let me say to you, Tam, as a black man, speaking for real black men, for you and May, I apologize and I am disgusted with what those pieces of shit, pussy ass niggas did. The way that they called you out, no black man alive should have allowed that. No real black man. I'm telling you, there's no way in hell in this lifetime or the next lifetime would my mother would not come out the grave and put her foot in my fucking head, would stomp a hole in my ass to ever see me sit in a space and listen to women be spoke to. There have been women that I could not stand.
You know what I like to do?
I was taught to defend from a
You know what I'd like to do? I would like to take that piece of them saying all that crap and then clipping it in between some Chantel Simone defense of the the passport bros, her saying, "Oh, these men are looking for wives," and then have them,
but DJ
clipping that shit, and then they're just such nice guys, and then clipping.
This is the part that was really crazy about it. And Tam, you can tell me from who. This was right after they spent 5 minutes before swearing up and down that black men and passport bros don't talk about black women. I said, 5 minutes later, y'all can't stop calling them bitches. I'm like,
just shows them where their mental state is.
Hey, can I say?
Let me put this up real quick.
Hold on.
Hey, can I say one thing?
Oh, go ahead, Peso. Sorry, DJ.
Peso's voice sounds oddly different.
It does.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's him. That's him. He passed the oh yeah test.
Go ahead, quote unquote Peso. Just checking.
Pseudo Peso.
Y'all want to make sure it wasn't an op.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you know what? There are a lot of ops. I just happened to be in watching BMT live for the first time. I watched almost his whole live to see what he was talking about, and there was a Peso clone in there talking about, oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh yeah, everybody. Oh yeah.
I'm like, man, this is getting ridiculous.
Peso, I got a question for you.
Hold on before you ask that quick question. Big J is he gonna be quiet for a while.
Bug J, not Big J, bug like a bug.
But why is he quiet for a while?
Because you see all those videos gone, don't you?
I do. I do.
His he probably tried to take him down. I know he got some strikes. I don't know how many strikes he got, but I waited, and I'm gonna tell you, Big J, I waited till your ass made the 3rd video. I could have struck you earlier, but I waited until you made 3 so I could get 3 strikes on your ass so I could eliminate your channel.
Strikes within 90 days, your page could get terminated. That's what I learned.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah. So I waited. I waited till he made that third video, and then I filed all of them at the same time. So he probably, what happened was they probably hit him with one strike, and then he probably tried to take the other ones down. But I already filed, so I don't know how YouTube works. So his channel might not even be up after this week.
I think if he took him down, he probably did it before before YouTube could react. So that was smart on his part.
Which would be so. You keep playing with me, Big J. See, Big J, we let you come over to our channel. You came over, with in peace, on your knees, being gracious. But little did we know you was over here trying to get into the so-called belly of the beast. I don't see what you were trying to learn, because you could have came over here as an op. We would have still let you on. I mean, we would have respected you more if you would have came over here as an op, talking shit. But you're going to come over here all gracious and this and that. And then all of a sudden, when those sexual deviants put the pressure on you, and then he says he's not a passport, bro. That's the crazy part. He says he's not a passport, bro, but yeah, you're hanging around how you not going to be a killer and a drug dealer and a pimp, and that's all you hang around with?
Yep.
So you're not a good guy. You're not a good guy, Big J. You're just like the rest. You're just like the rest of them.
What was hilarious, he kept trying to say, I said, I ain't over here to defend Pace, so I'm over here because you sent for me. Now, where's your fucking receipt? And everybody came up on the panel. I said, he kept trying to flip and be dishonest and conflate everything. I said, what I told my sons, I stand by. See, you don't see me equivocating on nothing. You over here whining because your boy Taylor Made Dream is a fucking deadbeat father. He's a deadbeat father that ran to Thailand to be with fucking ladyboys instead of taking care of his kid. That's not me talking about his child. That's me talking about his ass. That's about me. And like that little suspect motherfucker Tony Jones in Panama that keeps sending me fucking love messages like I care. Fuck him too. Gonna tell me, I'm gonna show you some of the messages. You nigga, you banned from Panama.
Yeah, that's him.
You wish you could ban me.
That's him. Yeah, that Tony. Yeah, that Anthony. That Anthony Jones guy. Who is that guy? Because that guy. At least. Say that again.
He came up
was
on the channel. Yeah.
One time.
Yeah, that's how he got my information. And then sent me a link to his group in Panama. I was like, nigga, I didn't. You blocked from my group. I was like, nigga, I didn't ask to join your group. Fuck you in your group. Because he gonna me. Taylor Made is my friend. I wouldn't give a fuck if he was your daddy. Your daddy a dick.
I have a question.
These guys are weirdos. These guys are weirdos.
Peso, you never come on my show. What the hell?
Throw that shade. Throw that shade. Get his ass.
You know what? Hold on. You know what? I'll come on your show next time. I think I just sit back and listen, because you have a full staff. Yeah, you have a full staff up there, and y'all be going at each other. But I wish but I wish I would have came up on there when you had Marquise 912, or when Bronze Bird come back on there. That, you know what, that guy, he's made a couple of videos about us. Now he's saying that we are so obsessed with Austin Holloman, but yet he's making obsessive videos about us. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up.
Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can't make this stuff up. And something is wrong with these guys, man. This is the deal. They think that we're trying to destroy their group, and they're going to fight tooth and nail to keep their group, to be a part of a group. That's what they want to be. They want to be a part of a group. Even Flit DR. This guy, they look at him as a sucker. They laugh at him.
Yep.
He's like a little pet to them. They put him on his head.
Unfortunately, he doesn't realize when someone's laughing at him versus laughing with him.
Yep.
He has. Let me say this. What I've come to understand, and I'm doing more research on these guys. I was doing that earlier today, and I'm gonna talk about it maybe a little bit today on my show. But these guys, they have I'm not gonna say they have mental disorders, but they're on the spectrum without a doubt. They're on the spectrum. These guys are on this spectrum without a doubt. We're going to address that today. I got some videos that we're going to look at because these guys are most definitely on the spectrum.
And you know what I laugh about is, look, like right now, guess who's going live? Fred is going live, calling, oh, you simpletons, TaylorMade going live. I will admit when I'm wrong. I will apologize when I'm wrong, but I will not kiss your ass. That heat getting to them niggas. That heat is getting to them. Because I know every time I drag TaylorMade, fucking Jay run over there and have him pop off in his fucking mouth again. He's still talking about you, Jay. Taylor, I can't make him stop. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Come see me. Come see me. End the discussion.
Hey, Rico. So, hey, who was the guy that was talking trash about you? the guy to the left of you. Who was that guy? I've never seen him before. Who was that?
You talking about gangster TV, gangster, right?
Yeah.
You talking about on Big J?
The guy with the beard.
Yeah, him. Yeah, the guy. Because what it was first of all, he pissed me off because I was just in the chat, right? I was just in the chat tearing their ass up, but then he jumped in the chat and made a comment about, oh, I seen him in Sasua. So I jumped in his ass. I said, motherfucker, you ain't never seen me in that horse city. I ain't never been in no fucking Sasua. So I dragged his ass in the chat and he couldn't handle it, right? So then I said, fuck it, let me go up there because see, Jay thinks somebody's scared. Because I told Jay, I said, I'll come. But I knew he was going to do the shit he did. I said, look, do you got receipts on something I said wrong? Because he kept trying to push the narrative about, oh, you talking about people, kids. I said, I ain't. Not only have I never talked about Philly Dom or TaylorMade kids, nobody on that panel ever talked about the kids. We talked about those motherfuckers. We talked about Philly Dom being an absent deadbeat dad. We ain't say nothing about his kid. We talked about TaylorMade being a deadbeat dad. We ain't talking.
Yeah, we didn't even attack the women. We didn't even say anything about the women either.
Them. And that's why I said, then they go, oh, Peso's a troll. I said, yeah, Peso's a master troll. We all know Peso's a troll. But guess what? Tell me one lie he told. Tell me one lie he told. Because I said, let me tell you this. All Peso did was create a platform for what I was already thinking. Peso, you ain't said one thing about these motherfuckers I hadn't said before I found you. And that's what I tried to tell them. There are a lot of people out here who think I got the balls enough to go up there with. He got the balls enough to do it, and I got the balls enough to ride with him. So fuck you niggas. I said, that's it. I don't care about him being a troll. He ain't told a lie. If I thought Peso was saying something, I know when you just joking and fucking with him. I said, but no, y'all mad because he's calling it out, period. Because he tried to tell me, I said, oh, Philly Dom. I said, Philly Dom was on a fucking public platform and he admitted.
He said, ask me anything.
Taking care of his kids, huh?
He said, ask me anything. I'm here for my son.
No, but I'm saying on the video, he said, my baby mama says she don't care that I'm not making no money. She needs some bread. I got 49,000 subs. This shit ain't adding up.
My family told me to get a real job.
Okay, yeah, my family told me to get a real job. But we not supposed to say anything about it. I'm like, no, to me, that's a deadbeat. Your family was right. Get a real fucking job and take care of your fucking 8-year-old son. The fuck is you talking about? But he was in a vulnerable moment. I don't give a. He shouldn't have put it on fucking line. He shouldn't put it on line. And just like I told him, I said, you know what? We'll stop talking about you niggas tomorrow if y'all stop putting shit online. But I know y'all can't because y'all addicted to it. It's the grift. It's the hustle. You niggas is lying. And I believe when Philly Dom said that shit, he was telling the truth. He ain't giving that woman shit. We gave him the benefit of the doubt when he came up there and told us he was. But Philly Dom ain't giving that woman shit. That lying deadbeat motherfucker. I got deadbeats in my family. And you know what the first excuse of every deadbeat is, Tam? Let me tell you, as a father who have raised my kids and other people's kids, the very first excuse that every deadbeat gonna tell you, she won't let me see my kids. That's the number one fucking excuse. She won't let me see my kids. That ain't no excuse for you not fucking taking care of your kids. I don't care if she don't. Like you said, just like you told Philly Dom and just like you told Jay, y'all whine. You niggas don't want to see your kids. Kiss my ass. I know deadbeats. I know them motherfuckers well. They got excuse after excuse. Them niggas don't take care of their kids because like Peso say, black men don't like children. And they ain't fighting for them. And then they use that. They pick the fight. Then when the woman respond in kind, oh, I ain't giving her no money. Like as if that's what to weaponize. They're the ones weaponizing the kids. They weaponize the money and then get mad because the women say, weaponize the kids. I'm like, she weaponized the kids in return. Maybe neither one of you should be doing it, but goddamn it, take care of your kids. I'm on the side of the law. The law say provide for your kids or throw them funky motherfuckers in jail. And that's where they belong.
Yeah, and Philly Dumb, I don't know what his financial situation is in reference to him taking care of his kids, but he's out here traveling. Traveling is expensive. That's a lot of expenses. So most definitely, I can see him making an excuse to say, you know what, when my channel pop off, I'll just, get her on the back end.
He ain't gonna get on the back end. He ain't gonna do it.
We know it. We know that, but I'm saying what his logic is. That's just like a crackhead saying, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and smoke this rock real quick. I'll make the money for the rent later.
Right.
But
They ain't gonna do it.
yeah, we know they're not. But I'm just saying, if he's not contributing to his kid, that's what he's probably doing. He's probably just, because traveling can get expensive. He's eating out. He's staying at an Airbnb hotel, which is per day. A lot of different things. Traveling is he's shooting content. So
Taylor Made is 100 times worse. This nigga is almost 60. I'm like, how the fuck are you? Do you know what was going on? His house was broken into. Just like I told him, motherfucker. I said that nigga was in Sosua. He could have went to Santo Domingo. He could have went to Santiago. He could have came.
Yeah,
he didn't have to leave the fucking country. He could have went to the US.
I don't watch Taylor Made.
Halfway around the world. Deadbeat.
Yeah, I don't watch Taylor Made that much. But let me just ask this question. Let me ask this question though, Rico. Okay, what was the incident? Because I watched a little bit of Big J. I watched some of when you guys were going at it. I thought that was funny, and then I watched a little bit of the Tam, the guy, whoever Big J's hype man is. He's kind of funny, but he's very vulgar, but he's funny.
Right.
But what is the situation with
Big J $30 condo got broken into while he was in there asleep. The nigga didn't come in there and do nothing to his old fat ass. The nigga, like all Dominican thieves, they looking to burglarize your home to steal your shit. That's it.
Right.
He had a window with no bars. The nigga climbed through, stole some shit, and left. Now all of a sudden he's at Taylor Made's house. So now all of a sudden he's a sunflower because he got broken into that he's got to leave the country. I'm like, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. And then some veneers,
so they broke in. So they broke into his condo. So they broke into the condo and stole maybe a couple of.
He was saying, right, and stole some shit. So you're gonna leave. You're going to leave your newborn child, and you left the baby back here. The baby can stay back
check
here.
This out. Hey, but check this out. Rico.
You ain't take the baby with you. Sorry, motherfucker. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But he was ready to go. But check this out. Now, I remember when Taylor Made first got down there. I remember when he first got down there, maybe in 2007, 17, 18, somewhere around that time. Now, now it would have been very interesting if that same scenario would have happened when he first got down there. What would he have done?
He'd have stayed.
That's right. He would have stayed because that coochie. Yes, right. That coochie was new. We thinking like a man. We thinking just like a man. He would have stayed. He would have been a little upset. He would have grumbled a little bit, but he wouldn't have left. He wouldn't have left. And he would have still been repping. He would have still been repping DR.
I'm starting to believe like somebody had insinuated that he probably wanted that girl to get rid of that baby. That girl didn't, and that's why he hauled ass. Because I'm like, come on, man. This is what defies logic for me, Peso. He spent because he's been there 6 years. 6 years, literally talking like week after week about the orphanage. So you're investing if you look at all his old streams, it's we're raising money for the orphanage. We doing this for the orphanage. We doing this for the. So I'm like, wait a minute, you got all this love for kids that ain't yours. And my adopted daughter and my adopted. So how in the fuck do you have all this love for children that you never bore You get damn near 60 years of age, and the good Lord see fit to finally give you this thing that you have been loving all your life, that's your own flesh and blood, and the baby ain't 6 months, and you go to fucking Thailand. Come on, guys. Come the fuck on. Something don't make sense. So to me, I'm like, I'm gonna take him at face value. Wait a minute, because again, you could have took the mom and the baby with you. You could have married him. Like somebody said, nigga, you could have went to Florida. That's 2 hours away. You still, if your love of children is so great, nothing on that earth should say, I don't care how nasty that woman is. I said she could be the nastiest mother in the world. Take your ass to Santiago. That's an hour away. Stop. These niggas always cry about getting broke in because y'all try to live in the cheapest motherfucking place you can. You don't live in no gated community. That's why you gotta help. They want to live in a fucking compost, then your shit should get broken, you cheap bastards.
Well, I will say this, like I said, I watched Taylor from his inception, but he's probably hasn't changed that much. But I will say this, you're preaching to the choir when you're talking about the love of your children. But the thing is that what also makes it damning, very damning, is that he went to the number one, if not the number one. I think they're the number one. I could be wrong. At least I know they're in the top 2 or 3. He went to the most definitely a top 5 country for prostitution.
Oh, they in the top 3.
Yes, I'm saying. I say they got to be top 3. If not top 1, they might be top 1. We gonna do a show on that. We're gonna do a show on that. But they got to be the top, because I got a show already lined up for it with BMT on the cover.
And number 1 for lady boys. Don't leave that out. They are number 1 in the world for lady boys. That ain't lost on me either. And all the lady boys are in the sex work too. So I'm telling you for a fact, a lot of them motherfuckers going over there, they know what they getting. They over there for the hooker special. The special that fact.
Yeah, but my thing is
in your leg.
Yeah, but my thing is that he jumps. Not only does he leave his child, he leaves one sex tourist hub for another one. It wasn't like he went to Japan. It wasn't like he went to
Germany, France,
Germany. Oh hell, Peru, or
you know what's crazy? And this is what's crazy. I'm like, he could have went to Colombia. That's 2 hours away.
Yeah. Well, now he does. No, he couldn't have went there, Rico. He couldn't have went there because he would have got scoped. He would have took one of them passport naps.
Right.
He's perfect for it. I mean, because
how do you go halfway around the world? Do you know how fucking far you went to the other side of the planet? And
because he wanted to get away from that woman. Apparently, he wanted to get away from that woman, whoever that woman is. I don't know who the woman is.
And you know what that also means? Fuck that baby. That's what it means.
Of course,
because there's no man alive that would sit there. If you love your child, you be like, man, I'm like, I ain't like no way in hell no one's gonna run you away from your kids.
First of all, you leaving your child, and I heard Big J say this, and yeah, I'm saying it again, Negro. Yeah, he left that child, which is a female, right? A girl. He left her there in the mean streets of DR. She might be selling ass in 15, 16, 17 years. Because it ain't no guarantee Taylor May gonna be here in 15, 16 years.
And I guarantee say this, we know that society, psychologically, the absence of the father has an effect on the upbringing of the child, and that's what I'm saying. Same thing I say with Philly Don. You can't even make it just about the money. The money I get is the base level, but y'all need to be involved. And I don't understand how a nigga that usually older men, when they get at that age and they have kids, because I know a couple of friends of mine that got near 50 and had a kid, they dote over their kids like they've never either it's a late baby or a first baby. They love that.
We understand that, but we're not dealing with a regular person, Rico.
Right.
We're dealing with somebody that's obviously a sex tourist. I mean, a true true hardcore sex tourists. And let me tell you something, there's nothing wrong with going overseas and you're going to be over there for a couple of weeks. You want to get you something strange for a couple of dollars. Fine, go ahead. You know, if that's how you roll, that's how you roll. But this guy is a hardcore sex tourist. He left his children to go to, not like I said, he didn't go to one of these tropical islands nowhere to chill out. And then another thing I wanted to say too is that he says, I watched a little bit of his his thing. He talks about Austin Hollywood, and he's talking about, I'm shit. I got this. I got this. Yeah, forget about that. I can care less about. I'm talking about. He always talking about, you know, I don't need YouTube. I got money. I got this. And then that goes back to what that goes back to me is why does he doesn't have a little setup like you? He should have a setup like you. I would have one. If I was down there living down there, I would have a setup similar to yours, if not better. That's what I would be. I would have a nice little setup because he's not working anymore. He's, you know, I'm still going. I'm gonna work for the rest of my life. But he of course has decided that he's not going to work anymore. So you might as well get your setup. But the deal is that I don't think he ever. And I can understand that he probably didn't want to buy down there to a certain extent, but he never planned on really truly staying down there. He wanted to scrape up all the resources, drain the well, and then move on. Drain the well, and then move on to the next destination.
Right.
And the next destination is Thailand.
He, like a lot of those old Negroes, he probably got some sort of, I guarantee he got some sort of medical disability, whether from the military or somewhere else, which is a small little stipend. And in these poor countries, you can live off that shit. You can live off your little military monthly stipend coming in $1,200-$1,300 a month. And that's what he was doing. So I don't believe he claimed, I came down here on a Wednesday.
You know what? He did say he bought him a little condo. He bought him a condo, I think. But
so how do you walk away from that? That's what he say. I ain't never seen it. He done been flexing on it. I'm like, you ain't never shown a single video of your condo as much as you flex. So at this point, I think that's a lie like everything else. He ain't got to prove shit to me. But I'm like, if I've been over there and I had a condo and I'm Airbnb or whatever, in between tenants, I would have went in and I would have been like all the rest of the people do. When they
he did show it. He showed it.
He showed it?
I think he showed it before. Yeah, he showed it.
I ain't never seen it. But I could be wrong.
He made a
but
video.
normally,
he deleted. I think he deleted a lot of his videos and restarted the channel.
But normally, if you have investment property, you do because you want to show it. You want to get people to rent it. But my whole point is that, again, ultimately for me, I'm like, it's not gonna be. And then, like you said, he fucking hyped up. See, what he was doing was he had Austin's Holloman's dick in his mouth because they see all them dudes seeing Austin with those 30, 40, 50,000 subs. And they're like, oh man, I get Austin over here and I'm gonna get a ride on it. And that's what he did. Now, when the shit, of course, Austin them blew up and exploded, his ass and Ty, he over there in Ladyboy Land now. And everybody get ready to get on his ass. So now, because see, I've been watching like some of the other streams, there's starting to be a split in the past. You know, the dude Backpack Val just did a video last night saying he leaving the Passport Bros. Because
no.
Yeah, watch it.
Yeah. Now, y'all can't leave now. You see how they tuck and tail in all of them. Roll the tape. I'm not a Passport Bro. Let me tell you something. You see how I have
all of them trying to run.
Pretty much sullied this movement. This movement. Hey, Torch. Let me say this up because I'm finna bounce. But hey, you see your boy in the chat, right?
Who?
You there, Torch?
Who is it?
Sophisticated arrogance.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. He's back.
Who?
Yeah. He's under a new name. He's under Black Pill Diet 2.
Oh, that's him. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what's hilarious though?
Who the heck is that?
But Peso, this is
healthy Black Pill Diet 2.
For everybody, you notice this for every dude that say, because I laughed, I saw with Backpack Val said he was leaving, and which one is it's 2 BMTs. But then all of a sudden,
Black Man Travel, and then the Aaron Ferris.
But it's
one
funny
is Kennard,
because
and then the other one is Aaron, I think.
if you say now that you leaving the passport bro community, all of a sudden now the BMT comes out. Oh, you too. So now it's weird.
Hey, hold on, Rico. They calling themselves. You know what? They're rebranding now. They're going to be called the Passport Guys now. They're not Passport
I don't care.
Bros
That's
anymore.
the same thing.
So
do you see passport? That's
now.
it. Nope, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Guys.
And look, then they sit there and they spend all that time trying to say that they wasn't talking about women and black women. I was like, that's all. That's because the one dude, Jules, was on Flip Flop, tried to do a show. He did a show and he interviewed fucking Bossy Boss, fucking homeless molesting ass. And this nigga gonna try to say, I never talked about black women. I said, all y'all got this old selective amnesia. Y'all know that the internet lives forever. All y'all was talking about black women. Fucking No Excuses Entertainment. He was dragging and shitting on black women. I'm like, all you niggas was. Now that smoke is coming for y'all ass, y'all trying to get that selective amnesia. I ain't letting none of you niggas forget about it. Taylor Made too. He said slick shit about black women before in the past. I'm pretty sure if I go through, I'm gonna find tapes of Jay. Well, first of all, I got him last night laughing and snickering. So I'm like, you got the jacket now. I don't give a fuck. You let that nigga sit there and talk about these black women and call them all kinds of bitches. You did it. You said it was your alter ego. Nigga, you gonna wear that now. So don't you ever tell me, oh, I ain't got no. Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And he went out of his way and he laughed at it and he thought it was funny. He kept trying to cut me off. I said, see, you can't win the debate one-on-one. But I knew you was going to do this little sissy ass shit. I knew he was going to do what he did. But I said, let me just go up there, let him get his little shit off. And like now he trying to sit there and go, oh, it's over. No, it ain't over. You just got it started, nigga. You woke a sleeping dragon. Because I take no prisoners. And I'm gonna keep talking about those motherfuckers. They gonna go to you, Jay, and they're gonna say, Jay, say you sorry. He won't leave me alone. Cause I'm sitting there, I'm commenting in all their fucking videos, everything. Come looking for me. I just fucked up. You can't give me a strike, can you? It hurt your feelings. You can't give me a strike. I ain't got nothing to strike. But I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you niggas out nonstop, every day, all day for the shit you do. You just made it worse.
Yeah, he's gonna be quiet. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
he's gonna. Okay, yeah, he's gonna be quiet for about a week. You know, because I just smacked him a few times, so he's gonna be real quiet. So he text me, well, not text me, but message me talking about you're a dead man walking. You're a dead man walking.
They kill you with that shit.
I said, okay, then I told him, I said, say, I never bothered you because Big J wasn't even on my radar.
Nope. He came looking for it. That's the part pissed me off.
Yeah, we wasn't even thinking about Big J.
Right.
You know, we went.
But he came running up there because he wanted to put Taylor Made in his fucking mouth. That's what that shit is. This shit ain't have nothing to do with you.
No, I don't think. Hold on, I don't think we were talking about Taylor Made. I think he came up before Philly Dunn. Before we started talking about Philly Dunn.
That's what he came up on. I think he came up before. He did. He
came up here on some nefarious, clandestine, underhanded BS.
Mm-hmm.
So
he did.
I mean, all he had to do, he could have came over, like
and
Johnny.
Said he was a passport bro. That would have been fine.
Yeah, we wouldn't have, we would have, roasted you and put you on the grill, and then you would have ran away. I think he should have did that. That would have been better. So we could have roasted him and just got him out the door.
Yeah,
but he want to come over here and try to be.
That would have been
the come over here and be buddy.
Right. That would have been the more honest thing, just to say, hey, this is my position. These is my people. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay, fine. That would have been fine.
He didn't have to come over here. He didn't have to come over here lying.
He didn't have to agree with us. He could have spoke out against us. He could have did all that. I know I never said nothing about those dudes. I said, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to make it about something. And then they went into the whole diatribe. Oh, you teaching your sons to trick. I said, I ain't never said I had no problem about no tricking. We've said 1,000 times, Peso. Ain't nobody got no problem with no young man or no man of any age going over there wanting the company of the opposite sex. I said, and I still stand by, and I'll say it again. Pay these people a fair wage. Pay them a fair wage. Right. And go do it. Have fun. Have a good time. I said, pay them a fair wage and treat them with the dignity and respect that they deserve. You don't need to be putting them out online. You don't need to be trying to get them for 20 real like Bossy Boss. You know what I'm saying? And exploiting them. That was the issue. And the number one thing was stop sitting there blaming black women for you doing it. Just say you want to do. I say, because the same way dudes don't even have to go overseas. Niggas can leave from here and go to Vegas and do it. They do it in Vegas all the time, but they don't go and say, oh, well, you know, the black women in my town in New York, maybe go to Vegas and be with the prostitute. No, I'm in Vegas and I want to have fun. And I'm with the fellas and this is what we going to do. Now, when I go back home, I left, as they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You don't see niggas in Vegas putting women out on Front Street like that. And they doing the same thing. But see, he inserted himself into this shit.
Yeah, I think, you know, he must be trying to get his channel popping or something. That's the only thing I can see. Yeah. Because, I mean, he just jumped out of nowhere to try to talk shit. I mean, it doesn't add up, you know. So the only thing I can see is that he's trying to get his channel growing. He's trying to position himself or something. That's the only thing I can see, because there was really no reason, especially trying to go at me of all people. Right. Of all people, why you want to go
across like I'm the passport bro superhero? I'm going to defend the passport bros. Like, no, you ain't, because at this point, the passport bros is so fucked up. There's no defending them, especially after this week. After the debacle with Austin Holloman. This would be the last of all weeks in the earth. This would be the last week.
He started before that.
I'm saying, yeah, I would be like, after that shit with Austin Holloman, if I'm a passport bro, what most of them is trying to do is, I'm not a passport bro no more. I'm not a passport bro.
They all jumping ship.
Yep.
And this is one, if you're listening, Big J, I'm gonna say it again on my channel too. Okay, you didn't had the Austin Holloman debacle. Okay, you got grilled by your guys. You know, they grilled you on one of the other lives. You had to bow down, and then you decided that you're gonna come after the peso man, and you got your channel strike. Because I know you're sitting over there with at least 1 or 2 strikes. So your channel probably on life support right now, you know, because if you sneeze, it's gonna die, you know. Because like I said, many have tried and many have failed. You keep messing with me, I'm gonna send your channel to YouTube hell. Oh yeah, and I'm out.
Yeah, well, that was just bad, you know, and the whole mess he did, you know, what he did. So Patsy, can you type in the chat? Who threatened you? Did somebody threaten you last night? Because I didn't like. Yeah, and I want to say that too. I want to apologize to you too, Patsy, in the way that they spoke to you in such a disrespectful tone, and that's what really bothered me the most, because no matter who we talked about, I can tell you this, we didn't talk about none of them funky motherfuckers that was on the stream last night. So there was no reason for any of them. As Tam said, Tam, you didn't even know this guy. So why is he calling you all kinds of bees? I could expect it. I would expect it. Like I said, one, I expected it for me. I'm a dude. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I'm a dude. This is how we going to go at each other. We'll deal with it. I deal with it. I deal with it online. I deal with it in the streets. It don't matter. I said, but what I would also understand is if Philly Dom came up there and talked to y'all like that, I said, okay, maybe I could understand that. If TaylorMade or anybody that we went after came up there, people that was the target of our discussions, because I still don't feel like we attacked anybody unfairly. We just reacted to and assessed what we saw that they're doing. So if in fact any of those people that we discussed came up there and had that smoke, I might say, I'm still ain't gonna let you talk to them like that, but I understand you having it. How these motherfuckers, how in the world does Jay and all these other motherfuckers who we never discuss will come up there and have all that level of smoke? I'm like, y'all some sus motherfuckers. Because I don't come from the space where I defend men. Men defend themselves. I defend women. The only men you gonna see me go like that for is gonna be my sons and maybe my brother. That's it. Every other man, you better knuckle up and be up front. And I've been in the military, but nigga, I ain't in the military no more. So if I'm gonna knuckle up with you, I'm certainly not gonna get out in front of you. So even if me and Torch is boys, right, and he got a problem, what I look like being in front? He come to me, Rico, man, they fucking with me. Okay, I got your back. That's the word. I got your back. Meaning I'm gonna make sure nobody don't sneak dish you from behind. But nigga, you gotta be out front. What I look like being out front. So when I looked at that shit last night, that was Bug J being out front for men. And that's some suspect shit to me. Like, what kind of man? But see, you won't defend a woman, but you out there defending men. Look at who they was defending. They was defending Taylor Made. They was defending Philly Dunn. They were defending everybody but themselves. Did anybody on that live hear them defend themselves? Nobody said what you said about me. It was always something we said about somebody else. I'm the only one that smelled a suspect in that. I'm like, can you get the smell of dick off your mouth? Because that's what it smells like to me. That's how it smells to me. You got the smell of another man's scent on you that you're fighting so ferociously for. But guess what? Those motherfuckers ain't gonna do it for you. See, that's where you sit there and you see the bullshit. Because all these passport goofies will be out here. They all out here fighting for Austin. But guess what? Austin ain't gonna fight for none of those motherfuckers. None of them. None. Austin will laugh. Austin gonna get his coins and not gonna care. And all these goofballs out here, whoever got channels, trying to defend what Austin Holloman does. But when their ass get in trouble and get attacked the same way, Austin ain't gonna be there for them. You see what I'm saying? Austin's not gonna be there for them. That's a fact. So Bug J, I hope you listening, because them motherfuckers ain't gonna be there for you. They ain't gonna be able to. They gonna take them body blows and they gonna fold. So you keep getting your head kicked in, fucking around, trying to defend people and their fucked up degenerative behavior and attitude. And you keep giggling while some little soft ass niggas are out here disrespecting women, thinking that's a good look for you. It's the complete opposite. It shows the world that you ain't the type of man that nobody want to be fucking with. Men protect women. And all this bullshit. I know you little goofball suspect motherfuckers in the red pill community be talking about, oh, they for the street. I ain't sitting there. Right. I know. I've always seen that in the red pill space. I've always seen that in the black man space. I only say to myself, thank God it's only like 5% of you motherfuckers that exist. But the other 95% of men, black men, we don't play that punk shit. That's what you guys are. Welcome, JP.
Oh, what's up, man? I'm just letting Rico rant,
Yeah, I'm sorry. That just makes me mad, man.
No, man. You good, man. Go ahead, man. Talk your shit, man.
And he can do it for free. It ain't gonna cost him 1 cent.
I just don't come from a space where, the way they sit there and they called out Tam and May and Patsy, as soon as those women, soon as May walked on there, this motherfucker just calling her all kinds of bitches on and on and on and on and on. And I'm like, come on, are you serious? And then you sitting there, not you, then Jay sitting there laughing and giggling. I'm like, why is that fucking funny?
Now, Rico, if those women got together and started roasting their looks, man, they'll be somewhere crying foul.
Yeah,
and complaining and bitching and being sore. It's like,
but you know what? I hold men to a higher standard than women. That's where I come from, seriously.
Right, because I mean,
in a space where men supposed to be able, while it may not be fair, I'm not saying it's fair, but you a man, JP.
Right. Now, I know that, Rico. I know that. I mean,
So I would be like, you ain't supposed to, what they always say is you're not supposed to get out your masculine frame. You ain't supposed to let shit she say to you trigger you that way anyway, because women trigger women, not men.
Right.
So I can get mad enough to say, man, just get out my face. And usually as a man, I ain't gonna argue with them. I'm like, man, just get out my face and I'm be done. Get out my face. You ain't running nothing. I'm done.
Wait, let me say something real quick. Ladies, if somebody insults you and they're in my room, just let me know. What I mean is like not roast. Roasting is allowed, but if they insult you in a way that's extremely derogatory, let me know and they get bounced. I don't play that. Homie, don't play that. So I'm just letting you know. So because me, myself, I'm kind of numb to what these people say. They can call me anything. If you saw, in fact, I was actually flattered they put my picture up in their roast room. I was looking good. What's funny is they do that, and the funny thing is they're ugly as hell themselves. So if they want to roast me for looking good, that's all good. They can do that.
And the funny thing, here's the thing, JP, the reason why it's not acceptable to let that happen, because what it will do is if you let, like that dude kept calling them all kinds of B's, it would have eventually escalated to what Johnny's doing, to threatening them.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
When they get away with that over and over and over, then a threat is right behind that. A threat of physical violence and so that's why as a man you supposed to check in. Yo, JP, bruh, we ain't doing that.
I'm not gonna do that anyway.
Right? No, but you know what I'm saying. And I would expect you to pull my coattail if I got too heated. Yo, Rico, hey, bring that shit back, bro. We ain't doing that.
My thing is this: is that y'all may not know this, but I already blocked them niggas a long time ago. I blocked them before they started getting funky, because it's like, okay, I said to myself, I read my little therapy book and said to myself, okay, this dude's gonna get funky. Watch. And guess what happened? They got funky. So
and what was crazy, you look at Patsy. Patsy was trying to talk to them way nicer than I ever thought she should have. I mean, but I get it. She had that open motherly spirit trying to understand that, and they were still. I was like, you know what? You can't even be nice to you motherfuckers. I told you, I expected it from me when I came through the door. Oh, I'm expecting boot to the head and some more shit. I'm a man.
She's Auntie Patsy. What do you know? That's how she roll.
Hey Rico, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I mean, every time I step to the ladies, going on a date and stuff. I mean. It's like we ain't going to no restaurant, none of that. I'm not taking a woman to a restaurant. No, but what I'm gonna do instead, we finna go to a gun store. I'm gonna buy you a handgun, some ammunition.
Okay.
So we finna go to the gun range. I could teach somebody how to shoot a gun and all that.
Everybody, just in case you want to know, the Peso show is starting right now too. Just in case you want to jump over there.
We jump over there in a minute. Go ahead, JP. That's good though. That's I approve of that.